Mercedes-Benz post-game show, and Isles fans everywhere are rejoicing. Matt Barzal with the game-winning goal at the Coliseum tonight, and the Isles add a couple for insurance. They take this one 4-1 on home ice and tie the series up. Shannon Hogan and Butch Goring joining you from our MSG Network studios in Midtown Manhattan. Butchie, that was exactly the third period and the way to this game, that Islanders fans were hoping for.
Absolutely, and what a game it was. I mean, it was a 60-minute hockey game played by the Islanders. Yes, the Bruins had their moments, there's no doubt about it, but you just have to admire the tenacity of the Islanders and the never give up attitude. I mean, they just never stop working. They believe that they're going to find a way to score a goal, and you're right. The third period was fabulous, and there's a couple of guys that had some outstanding games for the Islanders. I mean, the whole team, I like they were all pulling, but Matt Barzal, far and away, maybe his best game as a player in the playoffs.
Well, and you know, there was a lot of criticism of Matt Barzal, and of course, being that star for the New York Islanders, looking for him to kind of take his game to the next level. And I think it's easy for fans to just look at score sheets or look at the highlights and say, well, why didn't he score here? Why didn't he score there? Not realizing how much effort he has to put forth each game just to get those inches, to have those opportunities. And tonight, he was really able to capitalize.
Well, it's not easy being a superstar. You've got to work.
You know
hard.
about that, Butchie.
Oh, well, not quite maybe, but I certainly know how difficult it can be when you have a checker on you. And you know, we've been talking about Barzal, and I'm hard on Matt because I know he's so good and he's such an elite player that when he starts to understand how to play in the playoffs, he's going to get better and better. And certainly he took some nice steps tonight, and we've been talking about him all along in the playoffs. His game is getting better and better, and you can just, his feet are moving. He always makes good decisions. There's no question about his offensive capabilities, but his checking abilities. Look at now he's hounding the puck, and that's what I like most about Barzal is when he hounds the puck, going towards the dirty areas there. He stops, doesn't run into the goaltender. Do you think this is easy to do? He's got this guy hanging all over him for about 30 seconds. Stop and go. Both guys really going hard. And then what a beautiful pass out to Palmieri. So that was all about Barzal. And hey, I'll give it to you. I'll take it. And that was a cheap shot by David Krejci. Should have been a 5-minute major, even though they were trading blows here and there. And then Barzal again, a nice play and driving towards the net and picks out on a midair. So it's baseball season, yeah, and he's got all kinds of skill. But what a game for him to get the game-winning goal. But I'll tell you one thing, he is getting better and better, and that bodes well for the Islanders.
You know, Butch, you just said it's baseball season. It's also golf season. We've seen Matt Barzal literally bat it into the net in the regular season a couple times. That looked like a pretty good chip shot to me.
Now, that was a driver. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he hammered that thing, and you know, there's just no surprise there. I mean, these guys all have such great hand-eye coordination. They can play just about any sport. They're tremendous athletes. So baseball, hockey, golf. I mean, you know, we've seen Tiger Woods throw the ball up in the air and whack it about 300 yards. So no surprise that Barzal can do it. So, but that's about the concentration. You know, the willingness to put yourself in a position to score goals. But I just like his game because he's getting more and more involved in what I call playoff hockey, and he's understanding where he has to go and where he can be productive. So this was a big step tonight. I would venture to say that Barry Trotz is going to be thrilled to death to talk about Barzal tonight.
Yeah, he's playing that kind of game that Barry Trotz has been pushing for ever since he took over as the Islanders head coach several years ago. And you know what else was entertaining in this game, Butch? You know, there wasn't a lot of scoring for most of it, but that first period, I mean, you really knew you were in the playoffs, and you would think that these two teams met every year in the playoffs, the way they were playing such that physical, chippy game in the first 20.
Well, I think it tells you right off the bat how important this game was. I mean, you think about it, the Bruins could be up 3-1, going back to Boston with the opportunity to close out the series, and the Islanders realize that too. Now, if they can just get to the point where they want to be. So, yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about fighting. And these one-on-one battles, that, you know, as the series progresses, those things happen. That's Hall and Mayfield. They've been kind of going at it. And so no surprise. And like I said, Barzal, you know, he takes a lot of guff. He's going to give some stuff out. He's going to take penalties. He's a competitive individual. And then this is Tinordi and Martin. But this just tells me how important this game was. A lot of emotions. Nobody's going to back away. And these guys have been physical now for 4 straight games. I mean, it's not like they took a game off and said, well, we're only going to skate tonight. No, that hasn't happened. It's been 4 games. It's been exactly the same type of game. 2 empty net goals. So every game's the same. It's a 1-goal game. And at the end of the day, these guys are all wearing ice packs because that's the only way that they know how to play is to whack and hack and drive to the net. And it's a physical battle. And so it's going to be who can last the longest, maybe, before it's all said and done.
Well, and as you've mentioned a couple of times, the Islanders and the Bruins kind of mimic each other in the style of play. So if one team shows up and is not playing their physical game, you're going to be in trouble. And so they kind of came to play in the first period. How about Kyle Palmieri? What a story he has been. Islanders picking him up at the trade deadline. He only had 2 goals during the regular season for the New York Islanders, already 5 in the postseason for the Blue and Orange.
Well, some guys can up their game, and those are the guys you want on your team. I mean, everybody tries to be a little bit better, tries to focus a little bit more. Some guys can do it, some guys can't, and obviously Palmieri is one of those guys, and Lou Lamoriello's seen enough of him over the years when Lou was in New Jersey, so he understood pretty much exactly what he was going to bring to the table and when he was going to bring it. So nobody was worried that much about what was going to happen. And watch Palmieri, he's in the corner, but he just has a real feel for the net. He's going to go to the dirty areas. He's a goal scorer. This is what, watch Barzal, a little pass over to Palmieri. Okay, nothing going there. Protects the puck, I like that. Okay, now dump it in behind the net. That's a standard NHL play. It's a safety valve as he heads back towards the net. Barzal's on the outside here, making himself available for Palmieri. Now the real work starts as Barzal goes around back and forth, and man alive, how hard a work is this? I mean, can you believe this? This is Lazar having to do all the work. But here's the key to the whole goal. Palmieri, look where he is. He's on the left side. He's a goal scorer. He moves hard to his right, gets his stick down on the ice, and then the perfect pass. A lot of guys would have stayed on the left-hand side, waited for the pass. No. I know where to go. I know this guy's going to pass me the puck, no doubt about it. So he switches sides, and then the short side pass. Just a tremendous pass by Barzal, but a really smart goal scorer play by Palmieri.
Yeah, it kind of goes hand in hand. Matt Barzal picking up the primary assist there, also had the game-winning goal. And you know what happens, Butch? When you have a game like that, you end up to be the star of the game, and that's exactly what happened at Nassau Coliseum as this one ended tonight. The crowd just erupting, and Matt Barzal, of course, enjoying that. 4-1, the final score. He says, "This is our house. Let's go."